6 signs your relationship is over. Time to move on. Navigating the complex terrain of relationships. In the vast landscape of human experience, few journeys rival the complexity and depth of romantic relationships. From the initial spark of attraction to the intricate dance of intimacy and commitment, relationships have the power to shape our lives in profound ways. Yet, amidst the highs and lows of love, there inevitably comes a point where the path forward becomes uncertain, and the once promising bond begins to unravel. The title, 6 Signs Your Relationship is Over. Time to Move On, encapsulates the essence of this journey. The recognition that sometimes, despite our best efforts and intentions, relationships reach a conclusion. It's a title that strikes a chord with anyone who has navigated the tumultuous waters of love and companionship, prompting introspection and reflection on the state of their own relationships. At its core, this study seeks to unravel the intricacies of relationships. The intricate interplay of emotions, communication, and shared experiences that define the human connection. It delves into the subtle nuances and warning signs that often go unnoticed in the throes of love, yet serve as indicators that the relationship may be nearing its end. Throughout history, philosophers, poets, and psychologists alike have attempted to unravel the mysteries of love and relationships, each offering their own insights and perspectives. From ancient texts extolling the virtues of enduring love to modern theories on attachment and compatibility, the quest to understand the dynamics of relationships has been a constant thread woven throughout human history. In today's fast-paced world, where the pressures of work, family, and social obligations often take precedence, relationships face unique challenges. The rise of technology and social media has transformed the way we connect with others, offering unprecedented opportunities for communication and connection, yet also introducing new obstacles and distractions that can strain even the strongest of bonds. Against this backdrop, the signs that signal the end of a relationship can often be subtle and easily overlooked. Yet, they are crucial indicators that merit attention and reflection. By identifying and understanding these signs, individuals can gain clarity and insight into the state of their relationship, empowering them to make informed decisions about their future. Communication lies at the heart of any successful relationship, serving as the foundation upon which trust, intimacy, and connection are built. Yet, when communication breaks down, it can sow the seeds of doubt and resentment, creating a rift that grows wider with each passing day. The inability to express thoughts, feelings, and concerns effectively can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts that erode the fabric of the relationship. Constant conflict is another telltale sign that the relationship may be in trouble. While disagreements are a natural part of any partnership, when conflicts become the primary mode of interaction, it can create a toxic environment where both partners feel unheard and unfulfilled. Rather than finding common ground or seeking compromise, arguments escalate into battles where neither party emerges victorious. Intimacy, both physical and emotional, is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship. Yet, when intimacy wanes, it can signal deeper issues within the partnership. Affection becomes rare, and gestures of love and appreciation diminish, leaving both partners feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Despite attempts to reignite the spark, the flame of passion continues to flicker, casting shadows of doubt and uncertainty. As individuals grow and evolve, their needs, interests, and priorities may change, leading to a sense of drifting apart. While some couples grow together, others may find themselves charting separate courses in life, pursuing different goals and aspirations. Despite their best efforts to bridge the gap, the distance between them continues to widen, leaving little common ground to sustain the relationship. Emotional disconnection is perhaps one of the most insidious signs that a relationship is in trouble. When partners feel emotionally distant, unable to connect on a deeper level, it can create a sense of loneliness and isolation that permeates every aspect of the relationship. Despite attempts to breach that barrier, trust and intimacy have already been compromised, leaving both partners feeling adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Feeling unfulfilled is perhaps the most poignant sign that it may be time to move on from a relationship. A fulfilling partnership should bring joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose to both partners' lives. Yet, when the relationship fails to meet these basic needs, it can leave both partners feeling empty and dissatisfied. longing for more meaningful connections and experiences. Navigating the complex terrain of relationships requires courage, patience, and self-awareness. By paying attention to the signs that signal the end of a relationship: communication breakdown, constant conflict, lack of intimacy, growing apart, emotional disconnection, and feeling unfulfilled. Individuals can gain clarity and insight into the state of their partnership, empowering them to make informed decisions about their future. While the end of a relationship can be painful, it also opens the door to new opportunities and possibilities for growth and self-discovery. In the intricate dance of love and companionship, there comes a point where the music fades and the steps become uncertain. Relationships, once vibrant and promising, can sometimes reach a crossroads where it's time to acknowledge that the journey together has reached its end. Understanding the signs that indicate the demise of a relationship is crucial for both partners to find closure and move forward with their lives. This study delves into 6 compelling signs that suggest it's time to let go and move on. Communication breakdown. Communication forms the bedrock of any healthy relationship. When communication starts to falter, it often signals deeper issues within the partnership. The inability to express thoughts, feelings, and concerns effectively can lead to resentment and emotional distance. Conversations become strained, and meaningful dialogue dwindles. Partners may find themselves avoiding discussions or resorting to passive, aggressive behavior rather than addressing issues head on. When communication becomes more about avoidance than resolution, it's a clear sign that the relationship may be on shaky ground. Constant conflict. Conflict is a natural part of any relationship. But when disagreements escalate into constant battles, it can signify deeper underlying issues. Arguments become the primary mode of interaction, and conflicts arise over trivial matters, rather than finding common ground or seeking compromise. Partners dig their heels in, leading to a cycle of perpetual discord. The relationship becomes emotionally draining, with neither party feeling heard or understood. When conflict becomes the norm rather than the exception, it may be a sign that the relationship has run its course. Lack of intimacy. Intimacy encompasses more than just physical closeness. It encompasses emotional connection, trust, and vulnerability. When intimacy wanes, it can be a red flag for the health of the relationship. Partners may find themselves drifting apart, both physically and emotionally. Affection becomes rare, and gestures of love and appreciation diminish. Even attempts to reignite the spark often fall flat, leaving both parties feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Without intimacy, the relationship loses its depth and meaning, making it difficult to sustain over time. Growing apart. As individuals grow and evolve, their needs, interests, and priorities may change. While some couples grow together, others may find themselves growing apart. Partners may discover that they no longer share the same goals or visions for the future. They may pursue separate interests or prioritize their careers over the relationship. The once strong bond begins to weaken as each partner charts a different course in life. Despite attempts to bridge the gap, the distance between them continues to widen, leaving little common ground to sustain the relationship. Emotional disconnection. Emotional connection is the glue that holds a relationship together. When that connection begins to erode, the relationship enters dangerous territory. Partners may feel emotionally distant, unable to connect on a deeper level. They may withhold affection or emotionally shut down, creating a barrier between them. Attempts to breach that barrier often prove futile, as trust and emotional intimacy have already been compromised. Without emotional connection, the relationship becomes hollow, leaving both partners feeling isolated and alone. Feeling unfulfilled. A fulfilling relationship should bring joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose to both partners' lives. When the relationship fails to meet these basic needs, it's a sign that something is amiss. Partners may feel unfulfilled, as if something crucial is missing from their lives. They may find themselves longing for more meaningful connections or experiences outside the relationship. Despite efforts to salvage what remains, they realize that true happiness lies beyond the confines of the partnership. Feeling unfulfilled is a clear indication that it's time to reassess the relationship and consider moving on. In conclusion, recognizing the signs that indicate a relationship is over is the first step toward finding closure and healing. While acknowledging the end of a relationship can be painful, it also opens the door to new possibilities and growth. By paying attention to these 6 signs: communication breakdown, constant conflict, lack of intimacy, growing apart, emotional disconnection, and feeling unfulfilled. Partners can make informed decisions about the future of their relationship. Whether it's seeking counseling, taking time apart, or ultimately parting ways. Moving on from a failing relationship can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment in the long run. In conclusion, embracing closure and moving forward. As we come to the conclusion of this exploration into the signs indicating the end of a relationship, it's essential to acknowledge the inherent complexity and fragility of human connections. Relationships, like living organisms, are subject to change, growth, and, ultimately, transformation. While the end of a relationship can be a deeply painful and challenging experience, it also offers the opportunity for closure, healing, and personal growth. Throughout this study, we have examined 6 key signs that suggest a relationship may be reaching its conclusion. Communication breakdown, constant conflict, lack of intimacy, growing apart, emotional disconnection, and feeling unfulfilled. Each of these signs serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance required to sustain a healthy and fulfilling partnership. Communication, the cornerstone of any successful relationship, serves as the conduit through which emotions, thoughts, and desires are shared. When communication breaks down, it can create barriers that inhibit understanding and empathy, leading to a sense of disconnection and isolation. Constant conflict, while a natural part of any partnership, can become destructive when it supersedes constructive dialogue and compromise. When disagreements escalate into battles where neither party feels heard or understood, it can create a toxic environment that erodes the foundation of the relationship. Intimacy, both physical and emotional, is essential for fostering connection and closeness between partners. When intimacy wanes, it can leave both partners feeling disconnected and unfulfilled, longing for the depth of connection that once defined their relationship. Growing apart is a natural part of life's journey, as individuals evolve and pursue their own paths and aspirations. Yet, when partners drift in divergent directions, it can create a sense of alienation and loneliness that undermines the bond they once shared. Emotional disconnection, perhaps the most insidious of all signs, can leave partners feeling adrift in a sea of uncertainty and doubt. When trust and intimacy are compromised, it can create a sense of loneliness and isolation that permeates every aspect of the relationship. Feeling unfulfilled serves as a poignant reminder that true happiness and fulfillment cannot be found within the confines of a failing relationship. When the partnership fails to meet basic needs for joy, purpose, and fulfillment, it can leave both partners longing for more meaningful connections and experiences. While these signs may serve as indicators that a relationship is nearing its end, they also offer the opportunity for reflection, growth, and self-discovery. Recognizing when it's time to let go and move on can be a courageous act of self-love and preservation. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty in pursuit of greater fulfillment and happiness. Closure is an essential part of the healing process, allowing individuals to acknowledge the end of a chapter in their lives and make peace with the past. It's a time for reflection, gratitude, and forgiveness, both for oneself and for the other person involved. Closure paves the way for new beginnings, offering the opportunity to embrace the future with open arms and a hopeful heart. Moving forward from a failed relationship can be a transformative experience, offering the opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and renewal. It's a time to rediscover oneself, pursue passions and interests, and cultivate meaningful connections with others. While the journey may be challenging at times, it is also deeply rewarding, offering the opportunity to create a life filled with love, joy, and fulfillment. In other words, while the end of a relationship may be painful and challenging, it also offers the opportunity for closure, healing, and personal growth. By recognizing the signs that suggest a relationship is over and embracing the journey toward closure and renewal, individuals can pave the way for a brighter, more fulfilling future. Remember, endings are not failures but rather opportunities for new beginnings. Embrace closure with courage, compassion, and a hopeful heart. And trust that brighter days lie ahead.